All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out his word, truth, and sincerity. And this is the brother Osh from Great Millstone, Tampa. And just want to do a quick video on this, on the situation that we have here in America right now. All right, amidst the pandemic, all right, the worst pandemic in human history, apparently. All right, you have civil unrest or civil disorder in America. All right, the leaders of the free world. Here it is that there's division in America. So what you got now is talk of impeaching Trump again, or possibly just removing him from office. All right. And little do you know, Pence will take over for the remaining time if they do remove Trump from office. And then at the same time, Trump could just declare martial law around America, because right now they're saying, oh, people are gonna do armed protest at all the capitals of the states and in DC again. So he could call martial law. Pence, if he becomes president because of the removal of Trump, he could declare martial law and then he can stay president. Or, you know, if Biden becomes president, people are going to go into an uproar anyway, the Trump supporters. And if Trump stays president through martial law or the Insurrection Act that he's just signed, then either way, people are going to lose their shit and violence is coming regardless. So just quick, I'm just going to bring out some quick scriptures because this is what's taking place. America is falling, man. All right. America's going down. It's through. All right. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right. The virgin daughter of Babylon is America. All right. Right here in the good old USA. The United States of America doesn't look so divided right now. There's nothing but confusion. All right, it's violence, civil disorder, okay, sedition, if you will. They even said in it on the news, they're using words like sedition, insurrection, okay. It says, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? So, you know, the Lord is bringing this place down, okay. Let us sit on the ground where all the dust is. So there's nothing but confusion. All right. There's nothing that can fix it. There's no fixing America, making America great again. OK, America is crumbling right before our eyes. OK, this is the ending stages of America. OK, democracy is no longer working. All right. Here it is that America has pushed democracy all over the world. But and look how it's ending in America. OK, the freedom to vote. Woohoo, whoop-de-doo. Look what the outcome of that is. All right. And the Lord spoke about division. OK, this is Luke 12:51. Luke 12:51 says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. Right. So before the Lord actually makes his appearance, there's going to be division on the earth. And when he returns, especially. But now this is the storm. This is the brewing. All right. Before the storm. OK. Let me just put this on. Do not disturb. All right. This is the brewing before the storm. Like when you're warming up a kettle. All right. To make some tea. You start to see the bubbles before the water starts to boil. This is where we're at. And guess what? It's going to boil over soon. All right, we're at the point where it's about to start boiling. All right, we've been seeing the bubbles. All right, and now it's about to start boiling over, so to say. And this is prophecy. Okay, this is the prophecies of the Lord, which are coming back to back now. So the Lord has brought division upon this place. All right, and it's only going to get worse. Luke 11:17. It says, but he knowing their thoughts said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, right? America's this great kingdom that has been ruling over the earth. Okay, the hammer of the earth. But now look at this, the condition that it's in is divided. Okay, you have the pro-Trump supporters, and then you have the Biden supporters. All right, so you have two sides here, two factions, so to say. All right, and they're about to really clash. All right, because last year it was about the Biden supporters really. All right, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all these alphabet groups rioting, okay, burning shit down. And now here it is in 2021. You have the other side, the pro-Trumpers rioting, all right, breaking shit, and it's only going to continue, and to the point where these two, all right, protesting groups are going to clash in the streets, and there's going to be nothing but chaos and bloodshed and death and destruction. And then the third faction will be the government coming in, or the troops coming in. Okay, chaos out of order, or order out of chaos. So they're setting up this chaos so they can bring in their new world order, and it just so happens to be happening at the same time as this pandemic. Same time that they're unraveling and pushing out the vaccine, which is ultimately going to lead to the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. So this is a perfect storm to bring in peace and safety, or to claim to bring in peace and safety, which is going to be their solution to the chaos that they have actually done themselves. Okay, this is nothing more than a psyop, what's going on right now. And so they can set the stage, so they can be justified with their shenanigans that they're about to unveil. It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and the house divided against the house falleth. And the house divided against the house falleth. Right. So this place is falling, man. As we speak, we are literally watching the downfall of America. We're watching it fall. We're watching it be destroyed, become desolate. Verse 18, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Right. And the physical counterpart of Satan is Esau, Edom. And he's divided right now. Okay. Not just here in America, but Esau, Edom himself. The Russians against the Americans. Okay. You got the Americans here divided. So overall, Esau, Edom is through. Not just America. Esau, Edom's kingdom is through. Okay, that's why the scriptures say that the beast shall hate the whore. So Esau is fallen because he's divided. And we get to sit back and watch this show unfold, especially here in America. This is great times we're living in for the prophets of the Lord. This is what the prophets of the Lord, the disciples of the Lord, always wanted to see, and now we get to live it. We're living through it. All right, so this is the beginning stages. Oh no, this is not the beginning. All right, it's already begun, and it's going to continue to get worse and worse. So let's go to 2nd Ezra 15, and let's go to start at 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right, destruction. It says destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, because that's what the Lord is bringing. He's not bringing peace. This place is being systematically broken down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is why we've been out there preaching week in and week out. All right, because we've been casting down strongholds. All right, we've spiritually overcome this place with the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, and now you see the physical manifestation of this, because we've been speaking about how this was going to happen. Okay, we've been telling you what the prophecies of the Lord are, and now you see them taking place. Verse 15, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right. So this is not only just going to be the nations fighting each other in World War III, but also taking place here in America, or the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right. You're going to see people, they're talking about armed protest at the capitals, which we'll see if that's going to happen here in the next few days. But soon these two groups, so to say, are going to clash, and there will be bloodshed in the streets. All right, they're going to be fighting, swords in their hand. Modern day sword is the gun. So there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, and then the Coast Guard, the National Guard, they're going to come in to bring in the order, and they will begin to shoot people down in the streets. Okay. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? So there's going to be sedition among men. And we go into that word, sedition, meaning a rebellion, uprising, revolt. All right, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions. Right, these are the violent strife between the factions is going to be to the true sides. All right, rebelliousness against authority, civil disorder. Right, so this is what you have. You have civil disorder in America right now. You have a uprising, a revolt, a rebellion, violent strife. Okay, and it's going to get even more violent. Wait till the Proud Boys and the Trump supporters clash with Antifa and the other side, which it's all bullshit anyway. But Esau sets up these agent provocateurs, but the Americans are so simple that they just follow after anything. So it just only takes a couple agent provocateurs to get the people going. All right, once the first punch is thrown, and you in a group of 500 people. On each side, one punch is thrown or one gunshot is let off, and it's just going to escalate from there. And it says invading one another, right? Because people are going to start busting into your house. All right, you had a Trump sign in your front yard, all right, or you had a Biden 2020 sign in your yard. Well, guess what? Now they know who you voted for and who to target. If your neighbor's a Trump supporter and you got a Biden sign in front of your house, he gonna come bust through your door and beat your ass, if not kill you. This is where America is getting to. This is the point where we are at. Okay, people looking at each other sideways, people fighting in the stores, talking about Trump this or Biden that. So this is nothing but chaos that's taking place. All right, violence. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Right, so these people are going to stop listening to the authorities. All right, the governors, the mayors, the presidents. People are going to take, it says they shall take the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People are going to take actions into their own hand. All right, y'all don't want to do this, or y'all don't want to recount the election, or people are going to take matters to their own hands. All right, and because of this is all happening, and it's during this pandemic, a lot of things are going to happen where it's going to lead to food shortages. Okay. More shutdown, more martial law. So people are going to be in a real struggle real soon. There might be blackouts. Okay. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right. Because they're talking about safe zones or safe cities. Because remember, while all this violence is happening, there's still so-called deadliest virus in humankind history, apparently. Right. Then here it is. All those protesters ain't wearing masks. It's the super spreader of the pandemic. So these are going to be justified by starting shutting down cities because this is getting out of hand. You people want to protest and you're spreading the disease. So this is Esau's. All right, this is Esau justifying himself. There's a justification. All right, so that he can come and bring those draconian laws. Come and bring martial law, shut your cities down, set up cities that you need to have the Maxine Waters, and then ultimately the chip if you want to partake in those cities, if you want to continue to live a normal life, or not a normal life, but the new way of life, to the new world order. Because we ain't going back to how it was. All right. This is the new world order being set up before your eyes, and America is crumbling. Verse 18, because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. Right, America's the proudest people on the planet. You can see this going on right now. They're too proud to take the L. They're too proud to do this. They're too proud to do. So because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Right, this is going to get a lot worse. Okay, you're going to see people are going to be scared to leave their house. And even if you don't leave your house, you're liable to someone to come running up in there looking for food, looking for heads to take off because you voted for whoever. Because again, this kingdom is divided. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Right, like I just said, they're going to bust in your house and look for your food and your goods, your women, okay, your daughters. Delicate things that people take for granted right now. Toilet paper. You wanted to buy up all the toilet paper. Well, now somebody's going to come looking for that toilet paper. Wet napkins, wet towelettes. and so on and so forth. It says, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? So when people start going hungry, they're already mad because of this whole scenario with the election. They're already been cooped up in their houses, so they have high anxiety. So people are just going to lose their shit when there's no food, when there's a lack of food, and when there's great tribulation in the streets, troops closing off streets, all right, cities this is abandoned because it's the shutdowns, looking like ghost towns. The grocery store is running out of food. It has no more food. People are going to lose their shit. They're already losing their shit over an election, okay? And because niggas get shot in the streets. So how much when the shit really comes? When there's lack of food. When there's gunshots ringing out around every corner. Okay? So America's finished, man. So we'll end it off on here. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Right. Because America is done, man. Everybody's looking at America as the laughing stock of the planet. Okay. And they're losing power because before was still, they still got some power, right? But they're losing it because what they were able to rule over because of the fear that the nations had towards them. Now they're the laughing stock. You don't fear somebody that you laughing at. Okay. It says, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because ultimately America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles. All right. So all this uproars of the people that are taking place here and all sedition. Guess what? It doesn't matter if who you wanted to vote for or whatever. No one's going to make America great again. It's not going back to normal. It's going to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. All right. That's the judgment of America. And you're seeing it play out. All right. Because it's going to be all this crazy violence. All right. And then ultimately just so all America could be destroyed. Okay. So, with that, Lord's willing, this was edified. Till next time, I say shalom, mawat lababah.